In today's video, we're going to turn this into this. And the best part is we're only going to spend about 20 bucks. Next.
Toys for life.
When I bought the C6 this past summer, everything looked pretty good except for the calipers, the rotors, and really the wheels in general. And even though the brakes worked pretty darn good, they look like crap, and it was clear to me that they need some love and attention. To cover up part of the neglected brakes, a previous owner had installed these caliper covers, which do hide things quite a bit, and they greatly simplify cleaning, but they're just not my style, as I prefer to see the actual hardware. So I promptly took the caliper covers off and sold them, and here is what I was left with. Yeah, it's not real pretty. But we're in luck because the car is stuck inside for another Midwest, United States of America winter, and now is the perfect time to make each wheel corner of the C6 look fantastic instead of embarrassing. As I mentioned, the C6's brakes actually work pretty well, so I'm not just going to shoot the parts cannon at the brakes. Fire! Instead, I'm going to take a closer look to determine if the brakes need to be replaced or not. To do that, we'll take everything apart, we'll take a close look at the pads, we'll make sure there's plenty of material left, no separation, and they're in generally good condition. We'll look at the rotors and look for grooves, we'll look for cracks, and of course we'll measure the rotors to make sure they're within spec. So step one is obviously to get the C6 up in the air and remove all of the wheels. Next, I went ahead and removed the first caliper so I can get the rotor off to give it a good visual inspection for grooves and cracks, and of course, I measured its thickness. The rotor passed the visual and feel test and measured within spec, so let's take a look at the pads, and here, I like what I see as well. No separation or cracks, and plenty of material left, so these don't look like they've got too many miles on them. Now on the other hand, if my brake pads and rotors were not in good shape, I'd be placing an order for a complete set of brake pads and rotors from PowerStop. I'd probably go with their Z26 Street Warrior package, which features zinc-plated rotors that are drilled and slotted, and carbon fiber ceramic brake pads, which I have no doubt would hold up just fine for spirited street use and the occasional trip down the quarter-mile track. Best part is they're priced reasonably, and I'll leave a link in the description below. During the C6's 9-year run, there were 4 different brake RPO codes that your C6 could have come with. First is the JL9 code. They're decent brakes, but they're the standard ones. Second are the J55 brakes. They're heavy duty essentially, which includes wider rotors and a different caliper mounting bracket than what was used on the JL9 option. J56 brakes, now we're getting serious. They're bigger calipers, bigger rotors, used on the Z06, the 427, and the Grand Sport Corvettes. J57 is the Mac daddy of them all, including ceramic rotors, used on the Z06 Carbon and the ZR1. I was going to toss these in the sandblaster to clean up the brake rotor hats, but a little 240 grit sandpaper and it's coming right off, so I'm just going to go this way because it's much cleaner. Don't neglect cleaning up the inside face of the rotor. Even the thickness of a human hair of corrosion can cause runout, vibrations, and all sort of problems, so we'll clean this up with a little sandpaper and we'll be good to go. Next, I'll go ahead and degrease the outside part of the rotor so that the paint will stick. And we'll go ahead and do a comprehensive job of masking it off so we only get paint where we want it. Then we'll go ahead and shoot it with a decent high temperature paint of my choosing. Much, much better. So now I'll go ahead and mount the caliper and bracket back up just to turn around and remove the caliper from the bracket so I can get the steel inserts out. This is also a great time to clean the hub face with a wire wheel so that its surface is clean and flat. Next, I remount the caliper to the bracket, and after a quick degrease, I wire brushed it to remove any dirt and minor corrosion and prepare its surface for paint. Everything is fully degreased, ready for paint. I'm going to use Patriotic Blue, and this looks fantastic. In case you're wondering, I've done so many of these that are red. I just needed to change things up, and since the car is red, I think this will work. Quick note, guys, for the 98% of us that use our Corvettes for spirited street use, go! and the occasional trip down the quarter-mile track, you can absolutely use a quality enamel paint when painting your calipers. I've done multiple sets this way through the years. In fact, I painted the C5's calipers about 7 years ago with a quality regular enamel paint, and since then I've got too many trips down the quarter-mile track, stopping from 130 miles an hour, and as you can see, although they might be a little bit dirty, the paint is holding up just fine. The paint's had a chance to dry, so I'll go ahead and hang it carefully out of the way while I remove the bracket, mount it on the bench, clean up all the corrosion, then I'll go ahead and degrease it and get it ready for paint. Next, I like to install a little anti-seize on the inside rotor face and the hub, especially if you're in the Midwest. Reinstall the rotor, then we'll go ahead and install the freshly painted caliper bracket, followed by a quick cleaning of the rotor surface with a solvent, then the brake pads, and of course the caliper, and then go ahead and tighten everything down to spec. Now let's turn our attention to these nasty wheel wells, where I'll use the little solvent to clean the grease and road grime off, scrub them pretty good, then I'll hit them with a little Armorall to make them look a little closer to new than they did 10 minutes ago. Now the rims are looking pretty disgusting and nasty, so I'm going to mix up a little dish soap which cuts grease and wax a lot better than regular car wash, and I'm going to give these a deep cleaning and scrubbing since they're off the car especially. We'll follow that up with a little bit of polishing and then a little bit of waxing, again since they're off the car. I maybe do this every couple years. That's looking pretty good. Let's move up to the front end where we'll detail the wheel well area and go ahead and finish up by installing the wheel. Now let's take just a moment to reflect on our efforts and check out the fruits of our labor.